Ooh, what's going on, guys? This is Almost Expert Wrestling. We're coming to you with the final chapter of the Royal Rumble Prediction Series 2016.
God.
And this final edition is not brought to you by Chex Mix, like the other ones, because it's not on the screen. And this one is the Royal Rumble match. It's the match that the pay-per-view is named after. And it's a big deal. Obviously, everyone who's clicking on this video knows the rules. I'm not going to bore you to death. Kyle will in a second, because he's going to give you his predictions. So, go ahead, Kyle. Everyone knows how this works. Go ahead and do whatever. Go ahead.
Right, do whatever. Yeah, Joe nailed it.
That's
Royal
the
Rumble
AWA.
match, 30 men, one goal. And for this year, remember the second time in history the WWE Championship will be involved, and the winner will become the WWE Champion. And just for the first time in history, the WWE Champion will be defending their championship in the Royal Rumble. Big deal, it's cute. The first time ever. It spices up the Rumble a little bit. Roman Reigns, of course, #1 entrant, walks in as champion. He's been the center of the build-up. Will he be able to walk out of the Royal Rumble as champion still, or will one of the other 29 entrants become the WWE Champion at the end of the night? I don't know. You'll find out that with the predictions, obviously. What we think. Well, when it comes to the Royal Rumble, this match has had a few people who have jumped out at us as being the true contenders. Obviously, Roman Reigns, you got Brock Lesnar, you got Chris Jericho, you have the Wyatt family, League of Nations. So, yeah, you have a ton of people who could win this match. And for this, it looks like we're going to do our top 3 who we think are going to, like, the top 3 most likely, since it's, your chances of getting it right are only 1 out of 30 if you pick one person. So we're trying to go ahead and pick 3 different people to win this match. And for me, my number 3 is, I'm going to go right off the bat, and my number 3, now I'm going to do it from number 3 being my least likely who I think will win to number 1, is not my number 1 to win. But even if I get the number 3 right, I'm still right. Okay, my number 3 most likely guy to win is Bray Wyatt. And why I said Bray Wyatt is because he has been the center of the build-up this past week, especially if you Monday Night Raw. He made the big impact as the Wyatts took out Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. That was impressive. And then on Friday night or Thursday night SmackDown, the Wyatts did the same thing and took out Roman Reigns. So they have been on a tear. Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, Braun Strowman, and Eric Rowan are all really going to go into the Royal Rumble with great momentum, which might, well, we all know WWE booking might not be the best thing, but he's definitely all 4 of those guys are going to be in the Rumble for a while. And Bray Wyatt, the leader, is obviously going to have a big part of the ending, and it's very possible that he wins. So that's my number 3. Number 2 is Mr. Roman Reigns. I think that everybody has to at least think that Roman could walk out as champion, even though that might not be the best scenario for Roman when it comes to the fans. Roman just won the championship at TLC. No, he didn't. He won the championship at Raw after TLC. And Roman has definitely taken a new gimmick, kind of, as like more of a corporate badass, an anti-corporate badass. When he took out Triple H, he's defied the McMahons. He's doing it all. He's on top, and now he has the odds stacked against him, 1 versus all, as he is looking to hold on to the championship. Roman winning is very, very possible, and I hate to say that, but you know what? It's probably it could happen, and if it does happen, I'm probably not going to be too happy about it, but at the same time, I'm going to realize, you know what, he just won the title anyway. But I just think that kind of ruins the whole point of the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble should be 30 guys, anybody can win, and it hasn't been like that. Plus, Roman won last year. He's definitely going to be in the Final 4. There was a poll on WWE.com that said, where do you think Roman's going to be? And I said, definitely Final 4. And I think that he's going to be in the Final 4, but he's eventually going to get eliminated by the man who I think is going to win the Royal Rumble, and that is Triple H. And I've heard this name come up so many times the Cerebral Assassin. I've wanted Triple H to win the WWE Championship ever since SummerSlam 2013, and that is true. Triple H, man, we've last seen him at TLC, or at least on WWE programming, not NXT. We've seen him on NXT or backstage or whatever. But last time we seen Triple H on TV was TLC, man, and he got attacked by Roman Reigns. And I really think Triple H is set to make his return. He's set to feud with Roman, and he's set to. I really thought he was going to come back like 2 weeks ago when Vince was like the special guest ref, and he announced that the Royal Rumble match was going to happen. I thought for the title, and I thought Triple H was going to come out and save him and like brawl with Roman, but they're saving it, and this is probably a very at the same time, this could be a safe pick for my number one guy. At the same time, this could be a risky one because there's a shot Triple H is not even in the Royal Rumble, and I don't know what Joe thinks about this. I don't know what anybody else thinks about this. I haven't really read much about predictions, honestly. So, but yeah, I really think that this is the best way to further the feud. And Triple H winning the Royal Rumble would it would make Vince McMahon look great. And hey, the reason I made it for the title is so my stepson or my son-in-law could win the title. Hey Roman, that proves you wrong, man. He's the champion now, you're not. And that sets up a fantastic WrestleMania match between Roman Reigns and Triple H. And it furthers this feud to a whole nother level. It makes Triple H the anti-face, man. He is the top heel of the company. He's back to wrestling. He's the champion for like the 14th time, 15th time, something like that. And he hasn't been champion in a while. People hate Triple H on Raw, but he hasn't been the champion forever. He hasn't won a match really since he beat Sting. Other than that, he lost to Daniel Bryan, lost to the Shield twice. And I think this is deserving. And I know this is so 2002, but I just think it happens, and I think it's what I've been thinking for a while. My other picks, Bray Wyatt and Roman, could do it too, but when it's all said and done, Triple H is the guy who I think walks out of the Royal Rumble as champion. I did not mention Brock Lesnar. All right, Joe, what are your picks, man? So mine are Bray Wyatt, Roman Reigns, and finally Triple H coming back and winning. Yours could be different. Yours could be the same. I don't care. Go ahead, talk about it. And will you mention Brock Lesnar? Go.
Brock who? Brock Heyman. Yeah, I liked your picks there. Really good in-depth analysis. Analysis. I don't know where to begin after the response, because, I want to get to my picks. I'm just going to do it, and then respond to what you're saying and your positions along the way. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so, number 3 spot. You picked, Bray Wyatt. I'm going to... you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to disagree with you. I'm going to go ahead and pick someone who you did not mention. During your top 3. And that man is... I swear a joke's not coming here. Usually that's when I say, gobbledygook or something. But number 3 pick is Brock Lesnar. Yes. I'm really surprised you did not mention him in the top 3, because this is a guy who wins every single match he's in, pretty much. And, the last match he lost was, it was against Triple H at WrestleMania 29? Is it?
No, he lost to Undertaker at SummerSlam this year.
Oh, but he really won, because Taker tapped.
Right.
But, anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and he lost at WrestleMania 31.
But he didn't lose. He didn't lose directly, because Seth Rollins isn't Weasel. Anyway, whatever. This is getting off track here. Anyway, he rarely loses. Is what I'm getting at.
I get the point.
Okay, shut up. Anyway, yes, he rarely loses, and that makes him a big contender. And, he's someone who gets paid so much. That would be, whether you like Brock Lesnar or not, there's no denying that he's You know, people don't like him because he barely shows up. But the fact is that he doesn't need to show up. He's already a top star. And he's a star, you know, Brock Heyman... I said Brock Heyman. Paul Heyman. Jeez. Paul Heyman mentioned how the reason that Brock Lesnar doesn't show up is because it makes it more special when he appears, and that's very true. I think that too. But you know, he's a self-star on his own. He's always a contender for any match, in my opinion. So makes him number 3. I don't really think he's gonna win though. A couple weeks ago, I would have told you different and been like, yeah, he's gonna win it. But anyway, my number 2 pick, I'm gonna go with the man who this whole match is centered around, and that is the Bastion Booger. No, folks, I'm gonna go with my number 2 pick, being Roman Reigns, the current WWE World Heavyweight Champion. I know that's the same spot that Kyle put him in, because that means both of us don't really think he's gonna walk out with the championship. And you know, I just think that I don't see how anyone could count him out of this match. I mean, realistically, no. I mean, I know it's 1 versus all, and he has a 1 in 30 shot of keeping his championship, but realistically, I just think that he has a big shot of winning. He does. I mean, before when it was announced that this match was for the championship, you know, and the Raws after that, you know, the booking was terrible. It was all centered around Roman. It still kind of is. And people weren't doing enough. People weren't making promos saying they're going to win it, and they're going to go on to WrestleMania, and they're going to still be champion. You know how it normally works, even without the championship on the line. And I thought the booking was terrible. It was just all about Roman, and it's like, oh, by the way, so-and-so's in the match. Oh, by the way, they're in the match. Oh, and it didn't really seem that important to everyone else. But ever since then, it's really gotten better, and you know, people have made promos declaring they're going to win and stuff. I like that. I like that stuff. It really makes it, you know, a little more unpredictable. But this match is very predictable. And the thing that's unpredictable, which has already been predicted, is my number 1 spot. And that is Triple H. I'm just going to go right to it. I was really surprised, Kyle, that you picked him number 1. Especially when you were saying... before you went through your top 3, you were like, the favorites are so-and-so, so-and-so, and you never mentioned Triple H, and I was like, alright, he's not going to pick him. But no, you picked him, and going into this, I was going to pick him too. I just really see him, everything you said, basically, I agree with. It would be a perfect way to set up for a WrestleMania match between him and Reigns. It would be a perfect way for the Authority to continue to get that heel heat, and I just think it would be great. And I do think that Triple H is deserving of the championship. And you know, love him or hate him, he does a lot for the business. He really does. And you know, once Vince is retired, it's gonna be Triple H's company. And you know, he's really deserved that too. And you know, becoming a 14-time champion at the Royal Rumble is what I see happening, and I just think it's gonna be perfect timing for him to become champion. If he became champion at WrestleMania, everybody would just be like, "Oh, Triple H buries everyone." I mean, you could say that here too with 29 other superstars.
Right, absolutely.
That scared the shit out of me, Kyle. I'm not gonna lie. Literally, like, poop is coming out. But, where was it? Yes, Triple H is my top pick, nonetheless, and, I just, you know, really, I'm gonna go with that. So, let's transition now over, no, I think I should start this one off, this part of the video. We're doing extra predictions here, where we predict, surprise entrants, including debuts, returns, and maybe some funny entrants. You know, we've always seen some funny superstars, make unexpected appearances in the Royal Rumble match, and I'm gonna start this one off.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So anyway, because you know, Kyle went first the first time, and it made it look like I stole his ideas, so I'm gonna do that again here. But yes, here we go. Alright, so surprise. I'm gonna start it off surprise debut. Let's just do that. Let's just get that out of the way. I think we all know at this point, if you follow the sport entertainment, that debut is very rumored to happen at the Royal Rumble, because someone big in the wrestling world was recently signed, apparently.
Come on, get ready to fly! Huh?
Yes, I'm gonna predict, and I'm sure that Kyle's gonna do the same. I don't blame him. Everyone is going to predict, basically. I don't know why I threw words like that in there. AJ Styles to debut, what? Or return, whatever you want to use, because he was on Jacked. But nobody really remembers that. But yes, I think he's going to debut. It's going to be big. You know, there was some backstage talk apparently that you know, they didn't want him to debut at the Royal Rumble because they were concerned about him not getting as big as a pop as they would like, Pop TV. But I think that he's going to get a huge pop in his debut. Especially being in Orlando, where TNA used to take place. I know it doesn't really make much of a difference because no one goes to TNA tapings, but still, I think everyone who's going is well aware of this, except for little kids, and and their parents are gonna have to explain to them who AJ Styles is. But other than that, he's gonna get a big pop. Another debut I see happening is someone who we have not seen on the main roster. We've seen people like him go up to the main roster either one time or full-time on the main roster, and that is Finn Balor. I really think that he's going to debut at the Royal Rumble. I don't know if this will be a one-time thing. I have no idea. But I truly believe that it will happen. And I look forward to that so much. Hopefully it happens. And it takes place in Florida, and there was just a taping for NXT in Orlando last night as of making this video. So he's in the area, you know. I mean, there's always NXT entrants. I don't see why they wouldn't make him be the special NXT entrant. I mean, we're not going to have who's someone funny on NXT? Who's the guy I always pick on? And he's the header on my Twitter. Marcus Louis. They're not going to have him debut. I mean, that could be a funny debut prediction, but no, Marcus Louis will not. I think Finn Balor will. As for my returns,
Come on.
you know what? No, I'm going to hand this one over to you. It's going to work faster. You now predict your debuts.
Well, I mean, obviously AJ Styles is the huge anticipated debut. It could happen in the Rumble, but I'm not predicting it to happen. Because I don't know. I'm in between on that. I'll give that prediction to you. We're not really counting these, but
Yeah.
it's just for fun. But as for debuts, you're right about the NXT debut. I mean, last year, I don't think we've really seen somebody in NXT debut, but the year before, I think Rusev randomly debuted in the Rumble, which was cool. And it's just cool to see kind of like somebody random. It doesn't specifically have to be a big star like Finn Balor. It could be like Ty Dillinger, or it could be like Bo Dempsey. I think Bo Dallas debuted in the Rumble too.
Yeah,
so,
he did.
I mean, it could be somebody like that. It could be Enzo Amore. It could be Apollo Crews. I like Apollo Crews debut. It could be, you know, the one pick I really think could happen in the Royal Rumble. I think that this man could debut in the Royal Rumble, Mr. Baron Corbin. Now that is definitely somebody who was really, for some reason, rumored to be Ambrose and Reigns' tag team partner. I think like somebody posted a picture and he was there with them or something. But no, I think that Baron Corbin could debut at the Royal Rumble. I think that'd be pretty cool. Corbin has definitely been gaining some exposure down there on NXT. He's one of the big stars down there, so that could happen. Samoa Joe could join AJ Styles, and they could all come out together as a one happy family in TNA. But there's certainly debuts that could happen, and you know, I know people have mentioned names, and we'll just have to wait and see. You know, there could be no debuts. It could be 2, could be 3, could be none, could be 1. So we'll have to wait and see. But I definitely think that all of our names that we mentioned, including Enzo Amore or Colin Cassidy, maybe even Murphy, could all make their debuts.
Yeah. All right, I like it. I love it. Want some more of it? Now let's do the surprise returns. I'm gonna start this one off. Anyway, for surprise returns, my number one. I mean, I know we're not going in ranking, but number one, who I definitely see returning or don't see. You know, I've been back and forth on this. Recently, he was cleared by doctors to return. Daniel Bryan. He's been, you know, rumored. Everyone's rumored. The rumor weed is really out there this time of year. That's a VeggieTales reference for those of you who didn't get that. But Daniel Bryan. And Bryan Danielson. Brie Bella's husband, otherwise known as Brie Bella's husband. And okay. So yes, I think he's going to be returning or not. Another one is someone from NXT, and I consider this a return because they've been on the main roster before. Sami Zayn. I think that we could see him back for a one-time appearance, get some more exposure, get some more experience in front of bigger crowds, and mostly more exposure. Another return. I don't really have any more. Go ahead.
Alright, well, I definitely like Daniel Bryan or Sami Zayn. That'd be quite interesting. I don't think Daniel Bryan would be the best bet because last year when he made his return, he got eliminated mid-match, and the Royal Rumble was hijacked by Philadelphia fans. So we don't want that again. Sami Zayn will be definitely interesting. But when it comes to a return, I think that Seth Rollins will return now. Which would be, I mean, if Seth Rollins returned like 8 months early or whatever, that'd be really cool. But I don't know. Returns? I mean, how's Cesaro doing? Could he come back? I mean,
maybe.
That'd be cool. Randy Orton, I know he's not having neck surgery, but he's not ready yet. So John Cena, no. But I don't know. I mean, returns are going to be, because we could see a surprise return. I really like yours. I really think that Sami Zayn could be the big guy return that we could see. There's obviously talent that could return. There's people out there, you never know, including legends. You know, last year we saw Diamond Dallas Page. You know, we could see somebody random like, I don't know, Hulk Hogan. So I don't know. We'll see. Undertaker, man. Undertaker. I threw the name out there. Sting. I threw Undertaker and Sting out there before you. So I get credit if they come back.
Okay. You get full credit.
Christian. I got credit for Christian too.
All right. Okay.
Pee Wee Herman.
I get credit for Iron Sheik. Sheiky, baby.
Hornswoggle.
Okay.
El Torito. Fernando and Diego. Carlito, Shelton Benjamin, John Morrison. All right. The Miz. All
right, shut up. Okay.
This is getting out of hand.
You know, this is already becoming a silly prediction. So, we are unfortunately running out of time, folks. They're giving me 1 minute. Should we just skip the silly predictions? I feel like it's not needed, and people are probably not even watching at this point. You want to just skip it?
Yeah, I mean, that's it. We pretty much said all the names. There's no more names unless you have another name. Let's go ahead and finish this out, guys.
Yep, that's gonna do it. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe to us for whatever. We're gonna try to get more non-prediction, more wrestling discussion videos going. Follow us on Twitter at the top of the screen. Like the video, comment who you have winning and predicting who returns and all that, debuts. So we will see you on Sunday on our Twitters. I'll be live tweeting. Don't about Kyle, but until next time, this is AEW. Whoop.